My husband's brother pulled me aside at Thanksgiving and said, I know what he did to his first wife. So does my mother. Ask her about the lake house. I stood there holding a casserole dish while Dominic walked away like he hadn't just detonated a bomb in my chest. First wife? My husband told me he'd never been married before. We'd been together 4 years. I set the dish down with shaking hands and watched my husband laugh with his cousins across the room like nothing was wrong. His mother was in the kitchen arranging desserts. I found her alone by the sink. Can I ask you something? She didn't turn around. About what? The lake house. Her hands stopped moving under the water. The silence stretched so long I could hear the football game from 3 rooms away. Dominic told you. It wasn't a question. He said to ask you about his first wife. She finally turned around. Her eyes were red and wet. Sit down. I sat at the kitchen table with my heart pounding. She dried her hands slowly, buying time. Her name was Colette. They married young, 22. I never liked her, but that doesn't matter now. What happened to her? She drowned at the lake house 5 years ago. My stomach dropped. Drowned? That's what the police report says. That's what the insurance company accepted. That's what everyone believes. She leaned closer and lowered her voice. But I was there that weekend. I heard them fighting the night before, screaming about money, about the life insurance policy he'd just increased on her. And the next morning, she was dead in the water and my son was standing dry on the dock. I couldn't breathe. You think he killed her? I think my son is capable of things I don't want to name out loud. And I think you need to be very careful about what you do with this information. I heard footsteps behind me. My husband appeared in the doorway, smiling that easy smile I'd fallen in love with 4 years ago. There you are. Everything okay in here? His mother's face transformed instantly. Warm, loving, completely normal. Just girl talk. Dessert's almost ready. He kissed my forehead and walked back to the living room. I spent the rest of Thanksgiving in a fog, smiling when expected, laughing at jokes I didn't hear. That night at home, I waited until he fell asleep and searched his name with Colette and drowning. The articles were sparse. Local news only. Accidental drowning at private lake house. No foul play suspected. Young widow left devastated. There was a photo of my husband at her funeral, head bowed, looking absolutely broken. I almost believed it. The next morning, I called Dominic before my husband woke up. Why did you tell me this? Because he's doing it again. Doing what again? 3 months ago, he asked me about insurance policies, about how much coverage you have, about what happens if someone dies in an accident versus natural causes. He was asking the exact same questions 5 years ago, 2 months before Colette died. I felt physically sick. Why didn't you go to the police back then? With what evidence? Questions about insurance? Our mother would never testify against him. Nobody would. He's too charming, too careful, too smart. I hung up and opened our filing cabinet with trembling hands, found the life insurance documents in the back. My policy had been increased 6 months ago. I didn't remember signing anything, but there was my signature, or something that looked close enough to fool a casual observer. I started hiding money that week, small withdrawals that wouldn't trigger any alerts. I copied every document I could find and stored them at work. I installed a voice recording app on my phone that ran constantly, and I waited. 3 weeks later, my husband suggested we take a trip to the lake house, just the 2 of us, a romantic getaway. The weather's perfect this time of year, he said casually. We could leave Friday. I looked at his face, searching for something I might have missed for 4 years. That sounds wonderful. I'll pack warm clothes. On Thursday night, I handed everything to a lawyer I found 3 towns over. Bank records, insurance documents, voice recordings, copies of every article about Colette, a sworn statement from Dominic. I told the lawyer if anything happened to me, release everything to police and media simultaneously. Then I left my husband a note and disappeared. The note said, I know about Colette. I know about the insurance. I know about the lake house. My lawyer has instructions. Don't look for me. I watched from a friend's apartment as he called my phone 47 times that first night. He never went to police to report me missing. Innocent men call the police. Guilty men stay quiet and wait.